One of the things I absolutely love about my work with iHeartRadio and 93.9 MIA is that we are fierce allies of the LGBTQ community. Through my work with this radio station and this amazing company, I've had the honor and the pleasure, because let me tell you something, it's a ton of fun, to host so many different Pride events in South Florida. And each and every time, I can tell you that my heart is so full to see these communities coming together, to see people taking the day just to love themselves and to love each other for exactly who and how they are. There's few things out there that I could say are more powerful than that, than taking a day to just share love. So today, I am dedicating this episode of Chats with Gigi to a fun, short conversation with Damian Prado, because we're going to be hanging out this Sunday at Gay8 Festival. I'm going to be hosting with 93.9 MIA and iHeartRadio, along with my sister station, Tu 94.9. And I've hosted this event before. Let me tell you something. When the Latino community comes together, it's always a party. And Gay8 is all about that. It is in Calle Ocho, a historic and beautiful space in South Florida. And it's all about music. It's all about fun. It's all about family. This event is going to have incredible performers like Albita, like Son Lokos, and other local bands that are going to have you gozando all day long. So let's get into the details, because, by the way, the event is also free. I mean, you can't miss out on this. I want you to get to know a little bit of how this event came together through this conversation with Gay8 Festival's co-founder and producer, Damian Prado, who is joining me today for Chats with Gigi. This is Chats with Gigi, your space for growth, inspiration, and learning. Covering the topics that matter to women everywhere, empowering you in your personal and professional life. Are you ready? Here we go. Damian, welcome to the show. Boo-boo, it is so good to see you, and I can't wait till Sunday. But for everyone who has not had the opportunity to enjoy Gay8 Festival before, tell me about your motto, the way that you guys express the point and purpose and the mission of the Gay8 Festival, which is come live your story. Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is whoever you are, wherever you're from, just come and live your life and be free that day with a lot of people that are not like you.
But isn't that really the beauty of South Florida? I mean,
it is. But listen, this started because my best friend, who straight guy from Hialeah, Joe Cardona, was sitting with his gay best friend from Coral Gables, having a cafecito on Calle Ocho, and we were like, you know what, man? It sucks. This region sucks because the gays are here, the blacks are here, the Venezuelans are here, the Cubans are here, the rich people are here, the poor people are there.
Yeah.
And even though we're very diverse, we really don't mix.
Yeah.
And so that's the whole point behind Gay8. I mean, we put gay in it because we didn't want any homophobic people to go because
you can't.
It's Latino LGBTQ creating this event. That's the whole point, right? So we wanted to invite everyone and say, hey, we can be leaders in this way because we're a part of all of you. And let's bring everybody to the table and just for one day, have a good time, eat great food, get exposed to art, culture, dance parties. We have dance parties for men, for women, ball and chain, for men and women. Actually, they're in all of them.
Yeah.
You can just go with $20, have 4 beers and a sandwich. Economic diversity. That's another important one, right?
I was just going to tell you the pricing for something like this, because a lot of times people think, oh, it's a festival, I'm going to blow $200. Not at all.
No, it's free to begin with.
Exactly.
But you can also go and have a really nice time, have your 4 beers and a sandwich for $20. I mean,
And I think it's a lot of fun when you bring your family to this. Now,
Yes.
I've hosted Gay8 on multiple occasions, and one of my favorite things is to see el abuelo with their grandchild, boy or girl, walking around, pointing at all the things. And we're talking Gay8, one of the most visual spaces that we have in South Florida. So you've got the visual, you've got the history of Gay8, you've got the fun, you've got music, you've got stages with incredible incredible performers, entertainment. It's very, very family friendly. It's not something that you go into and you got to get there before noon because then it starts to get crazy and buck wild. It's not like that at all. It's so much fun. There's dancing on the street, literally, because I was one of those people dancing salsa en medio de la calle. Yeah. And I love that. And how important is it, not just for the LGBTQ community in South Florida to be able to come together in that way, but really for all of us to have a place where we can just go and connect away from these screens, away from the stressors of work and where you're from and what you do and
or who
all
you voted for.
Or yes, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I love that it's such a nice, beautiful, inexpensive space to just go and be and have a good time and listen to good music and eat good food. And we need more of that, right?
Absolutely. We really do. I mean, at a time, I think when, all of us feel we're being torn apart in some ways, it's really nice to have a group of people who are largely volunteers. I mean, there's no paid staff in this organization.
Wow.
Who think it's that important that I'm going to dedicate chunks of my life to trying to bring people together because we need more of that in this world. And that's really what people are doing. And another part of that is it's nice for me personally as a gay man to see LGBTQ people that are young come to this and feel like for the first time they're connecting to their culture and their family.
And that's important too, because I feel like in the Latino community, especially, dealing with having a gay son or with having a lesbian daughter is still something we're struggling with. Absolutely. I feel like there is, while other cultures are in fact, without a doubt, experiencing some difficulties, I feel in communicating with their families. I feel like the Latino community is so much harsher in some ways. And it's just so healthy for me to be able to see Latinos of all ages, like I said, including abuelos that are out there with their grandson wearing the flag, the very colorful rainbow flag, around their neck and just walking around and sharing un café together. Because I personally have people in my family who didn't have that experience growing up with their parents. So I think it's so powerful to be able to bring up your children.
Yeah, even for the people that didn't, like the ones you were just talking about, the ones that had bad experiences.
Yeah.
When they go to this, it's cathartic. It feels to them like, like it's bathing, like
absolutely.
All of a sudden they feel like that difficult period is being reconciled in some way.
Absolutely. Because listen, you can being gay is being gay no matter what kind of music you listen to, no matter what festival you go to.
I have hosted to be gay.
Absolutely. You just happen to be gay there, right? Exactly. I've hosted Fort Lauderdale Pride. I've hosted Miami Beach Pride. I've hosted Wilton Manors. I've hosted all these LGBTQ Pride events. But I'm going to tell you something. There is nothing like being who you are where they're playing your music and serving your food. I'm sorry.
100%.
There is nothing like it. Mm-hmm. And as diverse as every other pride is, it's not a Latino pride.
Right.
They don't have Albita playing salsa at the end of the night. They don't have Son Lokos. They don't have,
Lucy Grau.
They don't have Lucy Grau singing my music. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you that there is a specific type of feeling that comes for the Latino community to be able to just be you. Yeah. You just happen to be gay at a festival, but you can go celebrate that with your music, with your food, with your colors, with your idea of what a party is.
That's why our hashtag is Live Your Story Here, really, because some people come to this and they experience it as a pride. Some people come to this and they experience it as a cultural festival.
Yeah.
We don't care. We want them to come here and have a great time.
Period.
And we make a distinction because Pride is a very important event and we have an amazing Pride on Miami Beach. Mm-hmm. And we celebrate that because that's a celebration of how far the LGBTQ community has come and its struggle. Mm-hmm. And it's a commemoration of all of that and a celebration. So that's equally and more important in some ways for some people. And this is inviting everybody that feels that and everything else to a safe space where you can just be yourself and have fun for a day.
I love it. All right. So this is all going down. Gay Ocho, the festival is going to be unforgettable like it is every year. Bigger and better each time. Incredible lineup for the entire day. Entertainment on these stages is going to be live. Food, like you mentioned, for $20, you can have 4 beers and a sandwich. So, I mean, this is not going to run up your wallet.
Nope.
And this is going down on Sunday starting at
11 a.m. to 10 p.m. By the way, I'll mention the 2 days prior, We have a symposium on Miami Beach Convention Center.
Okay.
It's an LGBTQ human rights, business, and life symposium. There are topics on spirituality. There are topics on staying fresh, looking better as you age. There are topics on healthcare, on accessing healthcare. There's all kinds of topics. And, for a small amount of money, $50 if you're a senior or a student, $90 if you're a resident of the beach, you have 2 days of programming, 2 lunches, 2 networkers with political leaders and business leaders. If you want to know how to do business with Canada or Mexico, this is the place to be. There's all kinds of instruction. Again, kind of taking the theme of the festival of trying to connect people in different ways, not just in community, but regionally and internationally. So it's following that kind of Gay Ocho theme.
I love that. So that the 2 days prior, you go learn, you go grow on a professional and then a personal level, and then you party it up on Sunday.
Exactly. And we say, nothing better to do on Valentine's Day than love yourself. So this is a great thing to do for Valentine's Day.
Yes, I love it. Well, I'm going to be out there. I can't wait to rock the stage. It's going to be so much fun. Thanks for having me again this year, and I will see you on
awesome.
Sunday.
We love you. Yeah.
The festival is free, and for more details or VIP tickets if you want them, you got to log on to Gay8Festival.com. I'm so excited that you got to check out this episode of Chats with Gigi, and I can't wait to talk to you again next week. So please, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the podcast so you are the first to find out what we got going on and when we drop the next episode.